taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut season off top, you stop breathing.
But but before we definitely get out of here, though, we definitely gotta acknowledge the passing of one of a true legend, a great, not just Black American music, but American music, period. You know, the passing of Quincy Jones. Like, because I think they announced it. He passed away Sunday night or whatever at the age of 91. Like, you know, to actually try to summarize the impact that dude.
Educate me, brother, because I don't know, because I feel like I don't want to be disrespectful, but I confuse, you know, my age. I confuse him and Berry Gordy. Are they on the same label?
No, I can see. No, that's an understandable mistake. I mean, that's not egregious. Like not knowing who Raekwon is.
No. Berry Gordy is actually, surprisingly, he's actually still alive. Like, you know, so it's actually amazing too.
But Quincy Jones basically Thriller. You know, I mean, Thriller.
Because I thought Berry Gordy was Michael Jackson, but I'm seeing Quincy Jones was Michael Jackson.
They both are.
He did Thriller, Bad, and Off the Wall. You know, he did, and obviously any artist you could think of from the '60s to 2000s or '90s. You know, anybody could think of besides maybe a couple he worked with.
There's so many of them.
Yeah, I mean the big ones is, you know, Ray Charles, of course. Like he knew, like Ray Charles, they knew since they were teenagers. You know, they go that far. And then
Seattle roots. They kind of look like group from Seattle together.
Yeah. Then you got Count Basie and Duke Ellington. You got Frank Sinatra, and then of course Michael Jackson. You know, which is probably like the biggest.
You know what type of range that is? Jesus.
Yeah, like dude has been in this industry for almost seven decades.
Then he dropped his own albums. They be like compilations. He had the Secret Garden.
Yeah.
Bobby Spiller, Barry White, like he was like on some Khaled shit, like with the R&B niggas.
Yeah, like he gave some of the rappers their first Grammys with Ice-T, Big Daddy Kane, Kumo.
And he was a guy that actually he was one of the big wigs. He kind of let rap be what it was, because he had the power to say, "Fuck, what is this bullshit?" Because a lot of the old heads hated that rap music, but he was one of the ones that was welcoming to hip hop.
Yeah, because he saw that if they sample his work, and believe me, they sampled a lot of rappers sampled the fuck out of his catalog.
He made money. I mean, Fresh Prince. If he you know, him and Will Smith. He was major in Will Smith's success. You know.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like Quincy Jones never let himself be boxed in because he started out. I mean, the range, like he did big band, he did jazz, he did rock, R&B, funk, hip hop, like country. Like that kind of range is opera. That kind of range is like that's insane for somebody. And he was a trumpeter too. And until he got the brain aneurysm, then he couldn't. And then, you know, if he couldn't play the trumpet, it would kill him. So he had to stop doing that. So which got him more into the producing part. So it's like you have to understand, like, dude's range, like, and it's not even just the music, like the scores of like the movies, like the shows, like the Sanford and Son theme, like that's all him. Like, you know, he Color Purple, he was the producer. Like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he was the producer. Like his influence was just it's crazy. Like it's like no one, like you'll never, like, I mean, like you'll never find anyone like this again. Like, I mean, you don't even know anyone who's actually doing this on this level of what he did. Like, I mean, it's actually insane. And like I said, you know, dude never hated on the younger generation too. Like he's like, yeah, like, you know, let's try to find a voice, you know, and you know, he introduced Tevin Campbell. He produced "We Are the World" with Michael Jackson and Lionel Richie.
He was the main producer on "We Are the World." Like completely.
So this nigga really gave the greats their greatness type shit.
Pretty much, and he outlived them, and he outlived them too.
He was soaking
He
up
worked with Stevie a lot, right? He worked with Stevie Wonder a lot.
You said what?
You worked with Stevie?
I don't think.
Of course, he had to.
Not like the main.
Besides "We Are the World," I mean, everybody was on "We Are the World." So.
Yeah, everyone was on "We Are the World," but yeah.
But I feel like Stevie Wonder and Smokey and Al Green. That's the last three I feel like that we have left.
But did he work with like the Beatles and acts like that as well?
No, he has crazy quotes. Look at his quotes about the Beatles. He called the Beatles trash, basically. He said the Beatles were like some, they weren't about it. Like he has all these crazy comments. Quotes.
Yeah, no, he didn't like the Beatles.
He was battling them niggas on the charts. That's why.
No, he said he was in the studio with the Beatles, but they weren't doing shit. So he had his guys do the work for him because they couldn't. They were music. They weren't, you know. They were like
they were shipping. They were
just like a real musician.
Yeah, because you understand, like, you know, and I remember it reminds me of this argument too, because I think Quincy had said something about Kanye's abilities as a producer or whatever, and people got mad at him saying.
You talk shit about Kanye?
No, he basically said that, you know, where Kanye's abilities peak, that's where his begins. Something like around that.
Well, because Kanye has a sound, and if you look at Quincy Jones' discography, nigga, his sound don't have a sound.
Yeah, it's basically because he always said, you know, you gotta make sure that whatever you do, because he lived by two things. He says, if you gotta make it, you gotta make it good, and then a bad artist can't make a good artist cannot make a bad song great. You know, that type of shit. So
if you think about it, Kanye really got like three styles. It's like the robotic style, the dark style, and then the
soul sample was.
And then the gospel style, right?
The soul samples is one of Kanye's. You know.
But the thing is too, but it's even more deeper than that. Whereas Quincy can actually create music from scratch. Like he can read music and all that other shit. Whereas Kanye doesn't samples. You know, that's at the day he samples. You know, so having Quincy saying that is not necessarily criticism; it's the truth. You know, Dude created some of the greatest albums of all time from scratch. Like the sound, like I mean, obviously the most commercial, probably the best selling part of his career is the Michael Jackson period. You know, Dude produced an album that went 100 times platinum. You know and that's just one of his albums. Dude has 28 Grammys, all types of shit. Like ain't
100 times platinum, 10 times diamond.
What'd you say?
I said ain't 100 times platinum, 10 times diamond.
Something like that.
Something like that. Well,
didn't he work with Jackson 5 too? Right? Did he do I'll Be There?
He didn't work with Jackson 5.
No, that was Barry Gordy.
That was Barry Gordy. Okay,
that's different because Quincy Jones entered when Michael was an adult. Teenage Michael was
right because I remember I watched the Jackson 5 show. I used to love that movie, and Barry Gordy used to have them niggas.
That's how Jason Weed was low key a legend, 90s legend, Jay Weed.
Barry Gordy had them niggas in the studio like, go ahead, little Michael, show these niggas what you do. on some pimp shit.
Yeah, you know, because Quincy came in with Off the Wall because Quincy also produced The Wiz, which is the movie that Michael Jackson was in as the Scarecrow. So that's how they actually linked. So that's and
Diana Ross pushed for it too. I heard Diana Ross was like a big reason why she was the common denominator for them to kind of link.
Yeah,
so that's what Stephanie Mills though, because she was the one doing the damn Broadway play for it.
Damn.
Like, they gave her to Diana Ross because she was.
They get Diana Ross because she was the Golden Girl back then.
Yeah.
Among other different things, if you hear the other,
we know.
But it's just amazing how great. Like I don't think I've gone a week without not listening to one Quincy Jones produced song. Like, dude did it all.
I mean, if you play Michael Jackson,
that's crazy.
That's
not crazy. It's not crazy. It's not crazy.
I mean, come on. He produced Remember the Time.
He didn't produce Remember the Time.
He did?
No, that was Teddy
Riley. My fault. I'm high. No, but he did a lot of the 80s Michael Jackson shit.
Yeah, Off the Wall, Thriller, and Bad were Quincy.
Yeah, this nigga keeps saying the same 3 albums, nigga.
Yeah, he didn't do.
I forgot. Remember the Times I'm Dangerous. My bad. That was Teddy Riley. That was when he ventured out a little bit.
Yeah. So Quincy Jones was like he was.
This is the nigga that's winning R&B battles. Get the fuck out of here. Beat this nigga ass, yo.
And like LB said, the dude had his own albums like Back on the Block, Q's Juke Joint, The Dude. That's actually that's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
You know, like
oh, that nigga was spitting.
Yeah, like you know the kind of artists like like James Ingram, rest in peace, Patty Austin, George Benson. You know, did for Aretha Franklin.
He got some joints with Freddie Jackson, right?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, like dude, like it's like this is legendary shit. Like, and if you ever go on Netflix, there's a documentary on it. And truthfully, it doesn't do him justice because he's lived like several lifetimes. But it's actually good if you really want to see, if you want a really glimpse of how big and how much of an impact that Quincy Jones made in music overall. You know, it's on there. Like it's a really good watch. It's about a couple hours, but I fully recommend it. So it's just like damn, like. I mean, and it's like some of these guys can't live forever, and it's like, but he had a really good one. He had a really good run at 91 too. In fact, near the end of his life too, dude actually, because he had a Twitter account, and dude used to be dropping all types of like personal stuff on there, like because he worked with so many artists, he was starting to like say whatever, until the daughters took away his account. Because they didn't like some of the shit that he was revealing, because it was raw stuff. Like it was gossip through his team, whatever you want to call it. But dude was just letting it fly. He was like, you know what? I'm old. I don't have to hold on to this anymore. Like I mean, let's put it this way. I didn't need to know where Ray Charles shot his heroin when he wanted to get like to feel it the quickest. Like I was like, jeez.
Damn, man.
But shouts out to Rashida and Kidada Jones because they're some fine sisters.
Yeah, shout out to Quincy Jones the third. He was Tupac's producer for a lot of the later Death Row albums and stuff like that too. Like he had like 6 or 7 kids. So it's like Quincy Jones is like
look up his quotes one day when you're bored. Just look up Quincy Jones funny quotes and if you smoke a little bit before you'll laugh.
What I want to do is I want to try to find his biography. Like that's one thing I said I wanted to do because I wanted to go get it for my tablet, and it always slipped my mind. And now I really
get you a real fucking book, nigga.
Nigga, shut up, nigga. I'll get a tablet, bro. I read all my books in there, nigga. All my Donald Goines books are in digital format in my tablet, bro.
Fuck that shit. Oh, Poindexter ass damn back.
Nigga, as long as I'm fucking reading, nigga, that's the important part, nigga.
I mean, yeah, but damn, bro, like you and your fucking future ass, Johnny Quest ass way of reading.
Actually, the funny thing is too, it was my ex's father. He was the one that was because he had a whole library in his attic, but he also had the digital. He had the digital shit too. And he was the one that got me into that because he had both, and I'm like, okay, and it's convenient. I mean, eventually I'll build a if I get a attic in my place, I'll build a library. But
see the light skinned nigga likes the aesthetic of looking out in the beach, reading a book.
I mean, he's old school.
Is that like what's wrong with that?
Sipping a Long Island iced tea ass nigga. See, Pat can scroll and still be reading, nigga. He ain't gotta have flip pages like a light skinned nigga.
Nigga, dude, it's the vibe to read a book. It's a different bro. Like I sat outside, was reading a book, and I saw a balloon float and hit a power line and take all the power out.
And did you lick your finger before you turn the page, nigga?
Nah, I don't do that shit. What the fuck? Who does that?
Old nigga.
Nigga, I be reading books that be like 100 years old. I ain't licking nothing that's 100 years old. What the fuck?
No, I'm saying, nigga, when you turn the page, you gotta lick your finger and then hit the page.
Yeah, but then you gonna still touch your finger again. Ew, that's like, you ain't gonna finger no bitch that's 100 years old, nigga. And you lick your finger.
See this nigga on that light skin shit. You licking your finger? Ew.
Y'all are stupid though. But before I digress,
Then you touching the book though. That's what I'm saying. Like, look, you gonna lick your finger and then you gonna touch something old as fuck. You're gonna be like, okay, old ass, whatever the fuck. Like, come on, man. I ain't saying nothing crazy.
Well, before I digress too much, like I said, definitely like rest in peace to Quincy Jones, and yeah, definitely, like I said, there's not too many of people from Quincy's era that kind of left. I mean, Berry Gordy's still alive. Also we have some musicians like Stevie Wonders, they're still alive. Smokey Robinson, Al Green, all they're still alive. It's just like, yeah, you can tell, like, but an era of music clearly ended with Quincy passing away.
Yeah, because Aretha gone now too.
What's that?
Because I was like, yeah, because Aretha gone now too.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, you're seeing it like, now you're starting to see it in real time. It's like, god damn, like, it's just like, geez, it's like like the whole era is about to go to the wayside, soon. But no, definitely, but dude lived a long, fruitful life, several lifetimes. So yeah, definitely rest in peace. Peaceful journey to wherever, to wherever his spirit is gonna go.
91, right?
Yeah, 91.
Yeah, that's a long time. It's a life well lived, I'm sure.
Yeah, I mean, he survived 2 brain aneurysms too. On top of that, just to
I feel like Stevie's like the last. Like, I know they got Smokey Robinson and a few more, but like Stevie Wonder's like the last, like goat.
Nigga, Smokey Robinson a goat. Nigga.
Yeah, Smokey Robinson a goat too for sure. Yeah.
You and these mainstream picks, nigga. Just
Al Green. I mean, Al Green too. Al Green's still alive. I don't know the names. I'm just saying, there's not many left. That's like the last 3 I can think of. Can y'all think of somebody? One of them old, 60, 70 niggas. I don't know.
I mean, we still gonna have R. Kelly. We still gonna have.
I love R. Kelly. He a goat for sure. Babyface. Babyface for sure.
Yeah, Babyface.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, there's still goats like that, but it's just certain eras of music. Where
there's certain eras in music. Like, all the niggas from the 60s really all pretty much
Jeremiah.
Huh?
Jeremiah.
Who?
Jeremiah.
You mean the nigga that says birthday sex?
Yeah. Chicago.
Oh shit! This nigga violent.
He said Jeremiah.
That's exactly right.